Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to a Monday edition of Awesome Calls Trading. It is November 4th, 2019, and we are having a blast in the chat room. We had a great list this morning. It was interesting because we went to go grade me, and I actually got 90% because a lot of the stocks weren't doing exactly what I wanted. And now they're all doing exactly what I figured they would do, and they're all coming down, and they all are hitting their marks. And so typically, I would think today was a 95 to 97. But we had some small cap plays in play. We had UA, Armor, and then we had some large cap plays that sold off today that were really fun. So I'll just kind of just recap quickly what you played in the room. There were 13 items on the list, and but overall it was enough to keep everyone busy. I was done. Matter of fact, I'm going to shut off uh, yeah, my platform here, and I did really good. My platform's not on for some reason. It came off, but oh, there it is. I did good. I was done in the first, I believe it took me, I think 10 to 12 minutes, and I was done. A majority of my money was made on a couple calls, XL and X. And I want to go over real quickly. Robert D in our chat room gave us a stock called NSP this morning, and he was awesome. He this thing had sold off. I want to give him props because it was $100 stock, and he. He just nailed it. I mean, he called it out, and the stock was down here in the 60s, and I actually went long, and I walked it all the way up to $72 a share, and I went long around the 69-ish. I was late to the party. He was in it at 67. The stock had room to 74, and it hit, I believe, 74.90. So it should sell off after that. It was a great call by him. Um, so I want to make sure we do a chart. It was a DM to me. Anyway, just quickly, a couple plays that we did today. Well, let's take a look at UA and UAA. Under Armour got hit with their earnings were not bad. I mean, they weren't great, but they also weren't really bad. And unfortunately, they are being investigated by the feds under their account booking, their bookkeeping. So that's not very good. So what we did is we kind of set price targets for them. Um, we want UA to fall down to $15 today, and it is almost there. We need 36 cents to go. It took all day to do it. We called for a small pop at the open towards the 17 area, and then an all-day fade to 15. And UAA, we call this one, I believe, at 18.50 on pre-market notes to go to 19, and an all-day fade to 16, and we only need 83 cents there to go. A couple great small cappers that we did today, no doubt, were awesome in pre-market and at the open. RDHL, this was called by Janny in pre-market to short RDHL. I came in the room. Uh, it was the same thing. I said, "Yep, this is a short," and basically we set our price targets and we stayed with them all day. We figured ENLV would come down to 7. As you can see, it hit 703. And RDHL, we decided that the stock would hit $7.25, and the stock hit 7.25, $7.27. Both of these were predetermined in pre-market what they were going to do and how they were going to sell off, and it was all in the headlines, and which is what we go over in chat. As a matter of fact, we actually gave another one this morning. CEI was another one that we wanted to short right here uh, I think it was at 475 short, and we wanted to take this one down to 285, and it's currently at 360. This one's a little bit slower. So anyway, it's a good one. Another stock that we did today with that one was a stock called EOLS. EOLS was an earnings beat, but the problem is the report was um, so stupid. There was no guidance given, and I'm a very big fan of shorting those kind of stocks. And so I called for a short at 17.50, and the gap pulled to 16 and under, and the stock hit 14.81. It's a stock you could have made thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars on if you took it, and it was all in the report. Another great call we did was a stock called Blue. Blue was gapping up on a toilet paper analyst, and we kind of laughed at it. I certainly did. And I told everyone if this hits 86 to scale in short and take it down. And that's exactly what happened. It just popped at the open towards 86. There's the 86 area. And if you took 500 shares, you made a comfortable $1,500 for the day. That's right. On 42,000 buying power, you could have took 500 shares at 86 and wrote it down patiently all day. And within, I actually 1 hour, about an hour and a half after the market opened, you would have made $1,500 on 500 shares. 1,500. In the first minute, you could have probably made 750. And if you had just waited a little bit longer, you would have scored your $1,500 for the day. Another interesting talk that is finally coming down is a company is Ferrari. Now, Ferrari had really good earnings. They're a stellar company, as you all know, make amazing cars. And the problem was it didn't drop quick enough this morning, so it ended up just kind of holding itself. We called an afternoon fader on it, and needs to break 170. Once it snaps 170, it's a slow gap fill fade to right here at 167. We have 166 on our targets to 165. We want to fill this gap here. So that's a very, very fun one to do. Okay. We did some other ones, XY and X. I made money. AYX. This one came way below the 100 mark we wanted. We wanted this to flush down to 100 and under. It actually came down to 95. Bib also sold off pretty aggressively. We wanted this to go to 300 off of 305 and sitting at 294. And we also played shop, which we thought would come down to 315 area to fill the gap, and it decided to come down to 303. Crazy. And Janny called this great call called TDD. Wonderful call by Janny. He called the bottom at 197.77 in the chat room, went long, and he delivered about 6 to 7 points on that one. So overall, it was a wonderful day to trade today. It was a little, it was a little bit slower. It was. I have to say it was a little bit slower. My big ones today actually came from NSP, and I went with size. I went for it, and I didn't gamble, but I just felt being down $30-40 a share, and I read the report, and their guidance was almost cut in half, which means you have to cut the stock in half. But I didn't. It was actually the guidance was 50 cents versus 90. So I cut the stock down 40%, and that's where I kind of felt the stock would settle around $74 a share. When I saw the chart down here, this is all I saw was this. This is it. I saw it coming down. I'm like, I'm sitting here at 68, 67, 68, and I go, I have to take it. So I actually played it once with 300 shares, and I popped it. And I believe I got like $80 or something like that. But I wanted money. I knew it was going to go, and so I went back in it again. I think it was right. It was 69.40 entry. Yeah, it was right here. And I just sat for a moment. It was right around here. I went long again, and I was right here, 69.40, 40 something. Yeah, they gave me a top tick, right? Because it pulled and I was down $140. I waited. This was it right here. And I just waited, and I popped it. Oh my God, you should see me. You should see me. Oh my God. Oh my God. I made $441 on it. So it's my best trade. And it came from a great trader in the room. He knows how I trade. He's like, I got one for you. So it was a great trade. And lastly, but not least, I'll leave you with PCG. Again, I'm a big advocate of PCG. I gave this stock down when it was in the $4 area to buy it, and the stock, I was screaming at 350 and more at 5 and add on weakness, and the stock basically hit almost $8 today. So Shame on City. You know, it was all City's doing. Uh, just goes to show you can't be doing that crap. All right. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'll be trading with you tomorrow. It's going to be a great week. We've got a lot of earnings coming up. Roku, all of them. Congratulations to so many great traders today. I believe Rhino. It's helped me a lot. Learn for learning, making more with your group. Okay, cool. And yes, Scott. Keeps coming in and out. So I want to congratulate Noel today. I'm going to really work hard with Noel and see if I can't help him hit 50 grand this month. So I'm going to really kind of give him some really, not that I don't give him good plays, but he traded UAA, PCG, AMD wasn't even mine. So I think he went after it and it was his loser today. And of course, I want to get to my man, also Ali Biggs. I want to see if we can't get him to $1,000 day. I want him to experience one of those. He came down close the other day, so congratulations to both of them. Great leaders in the room and really helpful to others. And that's it. So thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.